South Suburban Conference matchup between Lakeville South and Rosemount. Lakeville South just one loss in the conference. That came at the hands of the Irish. Lakeville with a win here tonight can make it 4th South Suburban Conference championships in a row. With Kevin Gorg, I'm Anthony LaPanta.
Tilbury and Moorhead knocked them out of the quarterfinals and then the consolation bracket. Centering pass, post sprung out. Cannot make the stop. Haggerty scores, and Rosemount leads it 1-0. Caden Haggerty with the game's first goal, and the Irish are in front.
Lakeville South earned that first power play and had one good chance on it. But if you look at the body of work here halfway through this period, Rosemount's been the better team, and they get rewarded once again, throwing pucks at the net, bringing bodies to the blue paint. And this time it's Haggerty. Good hockey sense there. Fills the lane, sees this play develop. Watch him get that puck, and he wastes no time. Doesn't allow that goaltender to get set.
Got it out to center ice. Willis tried to spin away from Haggerty. Haggerty has the puck. Final seconds. Pad saved by Hochsprung. Rebound, they score! It came loose to Jake Toll. He beats Hochsprung. And with 1.8 seconds remaining, Rosemount has a 2-goal lead.
It didn't look like, as this play developed, that it was going to turn into much. But I mentioned earlier how aggressive the Irish have been shooting the puck. And you can get the puck to the net, and on target, good things happen. And this time it's just a harmless-looking play, and that rebound comes out, and you can see Hochsprung kind of come out to attack where the rebound is, but he can't get back to the slot. He's happy to be joined by the bench boss at Rosemount. He is Ricky Sainty, and great time of year to be a high school hockey fan for your kids. TV game, big crowd. What's this experience going to be like?
Oh, I think it's a great experience for these kids. We're obviously excited for them. Good opportunity for them to play a top team in the state and showcase what they can do on television here. So excited for them.
It's such a good conference, top to bottom. You get great matchups every single week. It was a 1-goal game the last time these two teams locked up. How much does that prepare you guys for section play?
I think that's the biggest thing is we want to play as many tough opponents as we can, prepare us for the right time of the year. To win 3 games in February is the goal, obviously. So that's playing our section and our conference and the non-conference schedule we do is a big piece, so helps.
I always think the game within the game is the coaches strategizing against each other. You and Josh Storm were teammates on different teams at Bethel, 2 different sports. So what's it like to match up with one of your buddies?
I'm going to tell you right now, I love them to pieces, but when it's game time, it's that all that love is out the window for a little bit, so it excites me. But it's a fun opportunity for us to showcase what we've been trying to do with our kids and our teams. And but it's definitely love there, but it's just not during the game.
And Ricky, your team seems to be playing their best hockey at the right time of year right now, kind of rolling into the deep stretch of the season. What's worked?
I think we've been really good up front, which has been a great piece for us. I think we've gotten some good goaltending as of late, which is a huge piece. Our back end is a huge staple. It's always been a staple in our program, and I think that they've been playing really, really well as well. And the type of things we want to do with our group is they're all playing together at the same time, so that's a good thing at this time of year.
And this time of year, people are enjoying the last week of the regular season. You've got 3 big games to come, but all these kids are dreaming about downtown St. Paul. How do you keep them focused on the task at hand, knowing that a little dream is probably good?
I think the biggest thing for our group is we understand. We put it out together at the beginning of the year. We talk about period by period, shift by shift mentality. And I think if we can live with that mentality and play like that and play with consistency in our details in our game, I think that's the best chance to give us to get down there. But obviously a tough stretch, so it's about winning 3 games in a row in February and playing consistently shift by shift.
My final question is, you're playing a great team in front of a big crowd. It's a TV game for these kids. This one night, how much can this impact some of your younger players to maybe help them feel a little more comfortable when the sections roll around?
Oh, I think it's a huge thing. I think that those nerves that come in games like that, in the sections, quarters or semis or finals, and games like this, it makes a big impact on them, and they have to get it all out now. So here's a good opportunity to showcase what you can do, get it out of the way, and be ready to play come a couple weeks from now.
Gotta wish you the best of luck. So happy we get to watch your team play tonight.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Are the top 2 clubs in that section. They're the 2 highest rated teams in the section. Here they score! Pritchard got loose in the slot, beats Fisher with a wrist shot from his knees. And the Cougars are on the board. It's 2-1.
Not surprising. It's that senior-laden top line that's dangerous. And Pritchard had a look earlier, not from his knees, but high in the slot where he missed the cage. This time, though, he made no mistake, and there was plenty of traffic in front of Fisher, and he gets this puck off low, off the pipe and in, and you can see the vision was impaired. Pritchard read the play, and watch his teammate come right in front of that cage just as that shot is released. The Toll brothers was the matchup that I think the Irish needed, and they've held their own.
Here Toll gets caught. Pritchard's in for Lakeville South. He scores! His second of the night. And the Cougars have tied it 2-2.
Irish get caught trying to make a change, and it was a little disjointed. There was a turnover right at the blue line, and when you've got part of your five-person tandem caught off guard, this is what happens, and it's the speed and skill of that top line for Lakeville South. It's a broken play, and you give them just a little seam, they'll make you pay. And Pritchard, Johnny on the spot, wasted no time, off the post and in. It's a brand new hockey game.
To draw even, Willis works his way into the Rosemount zone. Willis in, drops it back, and Corton scores. Great play by Willis, and he feeds Novak in the slot. Novak buries it. It's 3-2 Lakeville South.
They made that look easy. I mean, they really did. It's just too much space, and when you're down two men, this is going to happen. But it takes skill to make it happen. And watch as it turns into a 3-on-1, and it's just a simple play. Don't overthink it. Make a simple pass, and it's a wide open net. Easy goal, and Lakeville South
extended his scoring streak to 16 games in a row. And he scores here for the hat trick. Tate Pritchard with 3 tonight. And this power play goal makes it 4-2 Lakeville South.
You had to know when he got this puck what he was thinking. He's got the hot hand, and Rosemount really just allows him to circle the wagons and get into a good shooting position. And he's a right-handed shot, so that shot comes all the way into the slot, and he goes bar down and in, and then stares down the Rosemount bench. What a night Pritchard's having. One of those 3 seniors on that top line. And boy, this experience count tonight is joined by the bench boss of Lakeville South. He is Josh Storm, and getting down to crunch time here, final week of the season. Tell us about how it's gone so far and what you like about your club.
Yeah, it's been an interesting year. We lost a couple really key players early on to juniors, and some kind of catalysts from last year's team, and they're doing very well, and one in the USHL here, and we're happy for him. But it's kind of been a finding ourselves and figuring out what new roles look like for all the guys, and it took a little time, but I feel like we're kind of coming into our own right now, so I'm excited where we're at.
Got nearly half your roster that won a section final and went to the state tournament last year. How much do you lean on some of those veterans when it's crunch time, when you get in big spots, and then, of course, down the road when you get into sections?
Yeah, I mean, it's crucial. If you've been there before, it makes it a lot easier. And, a lot of our guys have played multiple years in the state tournament. We have multiple guys who played in the state championship and know what it takes. And I think they have a burning desire to kind of get back to that spot where they kind of missed out a few years back and even last year against Hill Murray. So I think that helps a lot, and it helps the younger guys kind of be able to take a little bit of a back seat and kind of follow along and learn as they're going here.
And, Coach, when your team is rolling and things are going the way you guys want them to play, what does it look like? How do you play?
Yeah, we need to be a physical team. We have to rely on our team speed, and we have to be above pucks. If we're below pucks and we're cheating the game, we start to get into trouble. But if we're playing an honest game and if we're above pucks and make the other team go, the total 200 feet, we're pretty tough to beat. And I've liked kind of where we've trended in that area here the last about 2 weeks. So I hope we continue to climb towards sections.
And tonight you guys have a chance to wrap up a conference title. Motivation, certainly, and also a team in Rosemount that beat you last time. So how do you get your guys focused on what this task is all about?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it really is truly about just playing our best hockey here the last week of the season. And it's an extra little thing to be able to play for a conference title again this year. And I think this one's their 4th in a row for this group. And it's pretty special for them. And I think that they want to probably get a little revenge on the team that's beat us the last 2 years, the only team in the conference to beat us. So I expect a very spirited game.
And for the kids that haven't played in the state tournament, this is a TV game. This is a big crowd. It's a different stage. How much can this experience help down the road for those kids?
Oh, I think it's huge for them. I think that, it kind of puts a little bit less pressure on them when they walk onto the ice at the X if we're lucky enough to get there, and we just really appreciate the opportunity to kind of get these guys a little bit ready for it.
Really enjoying being here in Lakeville. Good luck when sections roll around.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Weideman plays it around behind the net. Lotus intercepts and throws it all the way down. Hochsprung mishandles it and they score! They score from their own end of the rink. Hochsprung just mishandles this puck. And Rosemount is back within one. It's 4-3.
It's a heartbreaking play for a goalie, and most of us that have played the position have been there. And he's a guy we watched tonight. He's an excellent puck-moving goaltender. He's got that skill set, but this one was deflected, and it just seemed to handcuff him. He wanted to make this pass, and you just hate to see it. Honestly, I know Rosemount's pumped, and they're feeling good. You just hate to see a kid.
Haggerty trying to get it to Jake Toll, intercepted by Willis. Willis shorthanded for Lakeville South. He scores! A shorthanded goal for Aiden Willis, and the Cougars extend the lead back to 2 goals.
Willis is a pass-first guy, but when you make a play like that shorthanded, you're not going to pass up this opportunity, and he knows what to do. This is a brilliant goal and a key moment in the hockey game. This is when Rosemount has a chance to come right back and tie it up. This is all individual effort, and then knowing what to do. That is not easy to have that poise with the puck while you're being back-checked so aggressively, but he put it off the pipe and in. He went through the legs, and now Rosemount really up against it. That's a...
Answer emerges, goes cross ice, they score! Lucas Salek with the power play goal and the answer for Rosemount. And the Irish right back within one. It's 5-4.
Back and forth we go. This time, just a soft spot on the penalty kill. Salek just finds the weak side low spot in the circle and kind of gets lost. And look at the room that he had here. I mean, that, you can't get a better pass than that. Through traffic, and once he gets the puck, no chance for Hochsprung.
Novak sends it around and past Durgan. Willis in pursuit. Durgan back. He lost it. Olin fires and scores. And that'll be the clincher for Lakeville South as Jack Olin picks up his 4th of the year, and it's 6-4 Cougars.
It wasn't easy, but Lakeville South defends their home turf. They get revenge off a loss earlier at Rosemount, and tonight, when that buzzer finally goes off in just under 11 seconds, they will celebrate a conference championship.
Willis picks up the assist. Big night for him. Big night for Lakeville South as they win their 4th consecutive South Suburban Conference Championship with a 6-4 win over Rosemount here tonight.
Yeah, they were tested. You know, this was a team that was challenged. Rosemount came out, had that 2-0 lead. It's a senior-laden team. It's a team that's been there and done that in terms of conference titles and section championships. And they showed their mettle. They showed their class tonight. Both teams, though, should leave the ice feeling pretty good about the way they played this hockey game.
Ricky Sainty's club hadn't lost since they started this 8-0-1 stretch with a win against Lakeville South. But they're beaten here tonight on the road, 6-4 the final. We'll be back to wrap things up from Lakeville in a moment on High School Hockey Night.